In today's video, I am going to be breaking down Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and how he was able to score 54 points in his most recent game. So let's get down, let's check it out. If you are a basketball player looking to become a better player overall, you got to be able to look at SGA and see how he actually plays. So let's get down, let's check him out really quickly. If you want to be able to shoot the ball from further away, make sure to go check out the link that is down in the description below so that you can check out the shooting workout, which will make you much stronger and be able to shoot from further away. Okay, so in this first clip, watch what SGA does right here. When he is about to attack that basket, whether he goes left or right, it really doesn't matter. Look at how he is loading himself right now. His front foot, which you can barely see, hardly see at all, is pointing in the direction that he is about to go in. Plus, his shoulders are much lower than his defender's shoulders. He's also way more balanced. He's loaded his hips so that his shoulders are essentially over his knees, over his toes. Now, that may not actually happen because he's got one foot way in front and the other foot way behind. But if you look at the actual plane, balanced plane, his shoulders, knees, and of course toes are all in line, which will give him the best balance. Now, when he attacks, he uses his off arm to clear out space. If you are looking to attack that basket, this is exactly what you need to be doing. Now, also, when he attacks, look at the few amount of dribbles that he takes. He only took 2 attack dribbles to get to this point, and now he's getting his body into the body of that defender. The reason why this is important is because now, if you as the offensive player make contact first with the defender before the defender makes contact with you, this will give you a massive advantage and you will be able to score much easier. Now, instead of coming to a 2-foot stop, he actually goes 1-2. This is very important because now this is going to give him momentum this way away from this defender and of course the momentum of that defender, which will allow him to get this shot off bank, off glass. The one thing that separates Shai from every other basketball player is his ability to post up players, especially in the mid post, which is roughly that 15-foot region. This is something that Kobe and MJ were very good at, but he's not just posting up blind. He is not putting his back into that defender. He has his shoulder into the chest of that defender so that he can keep an eye on his teammates, but also the defenders who are on the court. You have to be able to read what the secondary line is doing, what help is doing. You have to be able to read all of this so that you will be more successful at being able to, of course, get to the rim and score. So here, while he's banging into that defender, and normally you don't want to take multiple dribbles banging into that defender, he's actually doing it successfully because he's keeping an eye out. If he was going back to the defender, these guys would have been able to come over. He may have been able to come over and steal that ball. But because he's using his shoulder and because he created that contact off of that last hit into that defender and he took that quick step back, this is why he was able to get that open mid-range shot as we see right here. Now, being on the fast break, and I'm going to classify this as a fast break, even though there are 2 players who are already down court and it's a 3-on-3 situation. When he's going and attacking that rim, watch what he's doing. He's keeping that ball nice and high. This is extremely important because now it's making it a lot harder for that defender to steal that ball. If he kept that ball in this region, that would have been stolen quite easily. However, by keeping that ball nice and high, trying to get his body early on into this defender, and if we actually rewind just a little bit right here, if we can actually see, he's able to get his body shoulder first. Now, this defender tried to pull out the chair, but because Shai was actually low, he was running with his knees bent. We can actually kind of see that right here where he's already low. Look at his actual angle on his knees. He's not running straight up. Players who are attacking the basket should not be running straight up, straight down. That's what gets you in trouble. But by being low, loading your hips early, look at this, close to 90, close to 90. I know it's not necessarily exactly 90, but you're at like 117 degrees. You're at 95-ish, maybe 100 degrees. You're close to 90. And because of that, he's going to be way more balanced than if he was standing straight up trying to attack the basket. It just doesn't work. However, with this, he's able to get to that rim and he was able to score. Now, myself included, everyone, a lot of coaches will say, okay, well, you're taking too many dribbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there, all in one spot. Now, while this is generally not a great idea when it comes to FIBA basketball or whatever kind of basketball, he takes that one attack towards that secondary defender who was about to double him. He understands this because in good defense, this man should not be helping out, which means that if he can move this defender and his main defender towards the middle of the court and he spins off, he's going to have a lane to the basket. It's all about trying to find angles because now he's created a top foot for that defender. He can attack that shoulder, he can blow the shoulder out, and then he can attack and watch. Even though this guy is stunting and then recovering back, he's not stunting enough and he picks up that ball early. This is the mistake that a lot of younger players will make. Watch when he spins off. Right there. That's his last dribble. And he picks it up. He's using his off arm right here to clear out this defender, which then gives him the lane. And while this man is trying to reach in, it doesn't matter because he picks up that ball early and gets it to his chest. Basically, he's chinning the ball. He's getting that ball right to his chin, to his chest. And what this is doing for him is this is giving him the strength and also that big step right there past his defender, and then he's able to go up for that shot. If it wasn't for him picking up that ball before the gap defender tried to steal it, and if it wasn't for his big step, this basket would have never happened. So if you can use these tips to be able to score in your next game, you're going to be a lot more successful. So make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below, and I'll see you guys again in my next video. Hit that like button and subscribe.